welcome back to BTF and Dubs, OTG.
Yo, what is up, Rone? What is cracking, man?
Cracking lack. Well, we are back. We are live and in living color, and
Again?
I'll be honest, a lot more sober than we were when we did our predictions yesterday.
Yeah, a lot more sober. But apologies there. But it was still
You
fun.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
we
It
we
was good.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, you enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. We had a really good laugh at it. But yeah, I mean, obviously, SummerSlam Night 1 is
Night
now
one.
in the bag.
Okay, well let's jump in. Overall, what did you think? Night one.
Um, I wasn't like ecstatic about it. I'll give you that.
I'm gonna give it a dub.
I will give it a
I'm gonna
dub, but
give
I
it a
wasn't
dub.
ecstatic about it. I don't think I was. I wasn't. We finished watching and we weren't going, "Oh my word, that was incredible." We were like, "Yeah, it was some
It was
decent
good.
matches. It
Yeah,
was some
it was
decent
fine.
matches there."
I'd say more decent matches than bad ones. There were a couple of stinkers on there.
Yeah, I mean, we had what 5, 6 matches.
6 matches, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, so we had obviously Liv Morgan, Io Sky, then the three-way tag match of LA Knight, Solo, and Royce
Yep,
versus the Usos and Jacob Fatu.
yep,
Gunther versus Nick Aldis, Fatal Influence versus Nikki Bree and Paige,
yep.
CM Punk and Cody, and then finally the Hell in a Cell match of Obafemi and Brock Lesnar.
So are we gonna just go down from the top, like
Yeah,
opening to
we'll run
close?
opening to close, I think. So we opened with Liv and Io.
I mean, if I'm honest with you, it was decent, but
I'm gonna give the match itself actually a dub. I was thinking back on it from this morning.
yeah,
I think yesterday, I don't know, it seemed a little sloppier than I would have expected. And then the more I thought, I was like, no, actually, the match itself is pretty decent.
yeah, the match was pretty decent, but again, I agree with you. I'd give it a dub.
Mm.
It on reflection, it was better than what it was watching it.
Yeah,
Weirdly,
yeah. I think it was one of those things where it's during it, I was like, it's
mm, don't know if
kind
I
of
was,
mid.
yeah,
Wasn't the best.
but on
Liv Morgan
reflection,
has like one move, and that's the code breaker. But actually, no, like they did very well. I mean, Liv took a fucking power bomb off the apron onto the floor,
yeah,
which looked nasty.
yeah.
Io absolutely shattered her kneecaps doing a bullet train
Oh,
into the
into the ring.
turnbuckle ring post. Then
It's like a weird. It's like a turn, but it's like a ring post cover, isn't it?
yeah,
Like it's them. I think for the safety of
yeah, and also they
the
want to do like a
wrestlers.
jumping spot off of it, so it's a
Yeah,
bit of a platform.
so it helps. But yeah, I mean, there were some nice things, but again, I think we mentioned it last night or when we were watching it. But the moment EO hits the Oblivion, you're like, okay, yeah, she's not winning,
Yeah,
and Liv kicking out, you shouldn't be. For me, I don't like that sort of thing. I'm not a
and
big fan
I
of it.
understand the thought process is because it's not your finisher.
Yeah,
You're stealing it for someone else. So you don't know like the minute details on how to hit it the best. But I mean, it's Io Sky. She hit it clean as a whistle.
yeah, that's true.
Looked really good. So I think maybe if there was like a bit of a break between like Io hit it and then rolled a bit too far away and then had to like go, but she went for the cover right away
Yeah, and
and then the kick
it
out.
didn't
So
stick. So I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fan of someone using someone else's finishes
yeah,
anyway.
unless it's like built into the storyline,
Yeah, and it
you know.
didn't really feel like that was necessarily built
Mm.
into it for me.
No, I think it just sort of happened. I mean, I did like the how Liv did it
Yeah,
to hit Io, like because obviously, it's code break. Was it code breaker? And then
yeah,
no, sorry, Liv went for the Oblivion, missed it the first time.
yeah. Because Io did the front flip,
Yeah,
somersaulted out of it.
and then basically he pushed her against the ropes and then hit it right away after that. So it
Yeah,
was a very quick little sequence, but I thought it was also just clean as hell.
yeah, it was.
But then also that was like one, two, three.
But we had,
So the finish itself was a little, I don't know, rushed for me.
yeah, it was. I mean, I don't know if they had because we've obviously got the times in front of us, and it was 13 and a half minutes. So I mean, for me, it didn't feel like 13 and a half
No, no,
minutes.
I think it.
It went,
Also, we did had interference as we knew there was going to be from
yeah.
Raquel and Roxanne, which I felt didn't actually need to be in this one.
No, that you didn't need to keep the Judgment Day relevant at this point. You could
No,
have just left it, and I think it wouldn't have made a difference because actually, it half and half proves that Liv really can't win without them.
yeah, and I mean they made a massive deal. Like even on her little lower third when she came out, it said it's her first title defense in over 100 days,
Hmm.
which is frankly
Wild,
unacceptable.
wild.
And commentary especially Michael Cole, kept putting that over because obviously he's the face commentator, so he's gonna bring
Yeah.
up the injustice of it. So cool. But then you have Judgment Day come out to help her, so it kind of negates like that win a
Yeah.
little bit,
It
you know?
it doesn't make it seem like a legitimate win.
Yeah, like okay, you needed help. You haven't
Yeah.
done a defense in over 100 days. So again, like what's next? I think is the big question here.
Don't know. I mean, unless because we didn't get a returning
Steph,
Steph, we didn't get any other kind
didn't
of
get a Becky. We
play
didn't
on it.
nothing.
So
It was just a win for Liv.
I don't know
So I
where.
don't know what you do with EO now. First of all,
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you do with EO now is, well,
Intercontinental.
yeah, but does she need to have a?
She doesn't need a belt, but she does.
But
Considering
it's
they
hard
keep
to keep her
saying
relevant.
that's the thing. They keep saying that she's the best women's wrestler on the roster, potentially in the world,
Yeah,
and I wouldn't argue that fact. Besides maybe Tekla
yeah,
right now,
absolutely.
but if you're gonna have her lose to she won Queen of the Ring, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
she won the tournament, which is why
she won the
she ended
tournament.
up winning.
Yeah.
Which was how she ended up being in this match.
So then, what was the point of having Io win it? You could have had JC Jane or Lash Legend win the tournament because then if she takes the loss, that's fine.
Yeah,
Still part of like a trios tag, or like if you're Lash, then you know the tag team with Nia. So you could have like elevated one of them,
yeah,
and then at least given like the mid card, like the Intercontinental, then like more than just Sol Ruka and I guess Lyra Valkyria now, right?
yeah,
So I just don't know what you do with Io.
yeah. I don't know if they have a plan. Maybe she takes a break for a while because she's been pretty much going non-stop.
Yeah, she definitely hasn't had a break.
And I mean, just obviously her husband's now up in NXT, so just give her some time away.
Who's her husband?
Evil.
Oh shit! No way.
Yeah, they got married.
Huh. Yeah, I had no idea. Yeah,
Yeah,
you learn something new every day on BTF and Dubs, everybody.
yeah. So
Dope.
I mean, obviously her husband's now in NXT, so
Yeah.
maybe you just give her a bit of a break. I don't know what's going on with him there, but maybe just give her a bit of a break. If
Yeah.
you've got nothing planned for her, don't force her into something that's gonna not work for her.
No, exactly. Again, she always puts on good matches and stuff, so she
Yeah,
deserves a break. And then again, it just opens up the floor for everyone else. So yeah, maybe let her take a little bit of time off. Because we are just waiting for Steph to come back, so it gives Liv something to do.
pretty much. I
Because
think they're
yeah,
obviously
again
running
with
that
Liv,
back.
I don't know who on Raw is gonna actually like challenge her next. You know?
Unless you're gonna put someone like because she's lost it, you put Sol Ruka there. But
Yeah,
I don't
but
know why she lost the title in the first place to Raquel.
yeah, because now you also because of that, you kind of give Roxanne absolutely fuck all to do.
Yeah, maybe you just have Roxanne turn on Liv or something and create some inter turmoil stuff
But they
and
run
put a
that back
title on her.
so many times at Judgment Day. I don't know if I want to see it again.
They did, but
That's kind of that's
there's
kind
like
of like that's what factions do.
I mean, we're literally talking about anything because there is nothing.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
there's no other thing we can
we
do,
are
but
very much
just
thumb sucking like bullshit here to start trying to
it's
see. But
genuinely there's
I
nothing
mean,
going on.
look, overall, I'll give the match a dub.
Yeah,
I don't think the right person won. I think it would have been better if Liv had lost, and then the only champion besides Dom, obviously, but like for the women in Judgment Day is Raquel, because
yeah,
that could have generated a little bit more inner turmoil.
yeah.
But
Because Liv's supposed
overall,
to be the ipso facto leader.
yeah, exactly.
And then if
So,
Raquel's the one with the belt and she doesn't have the women's title, then you kind of go, then Liv's kind of got to be going. She
well,
could do something like, "Oh well, I'm the leader. Give me the belt."
yeah, something like that,
Something
something
weird
something
in
crazy
that
like that.
retrospect, you
But
know. But
I guess we'll see on Raw
but I agree.
Monday night.
I agree with you. I don't think the right person won, but we did say that Liv was going to. She can't not defend for 100
Yeah, exactly.
days.
No, we did call that in our prediction. So yeah, look, I mean, like you said, it went just over 30 minutes. It didn't feel that long,
No.
which is always a good thing. So yeah, I'll give it a dub.
Yeah.
I'll give it a dub. That
I'll
was
give it
that
a.
was great. Next up, we have LA Knight, Solo, Sikoa, and Royce Keys versus Jimmy, Jay Uso, and Jacob Fatu.
So this was apparently bang on 11 minutes.
Oh,
Like
okay,
literally,
interesting.
the
Like
time
11,
is there
11
is
0.
literally putting bang on 11 minutes.
Okay.
Again, it didn't feel like a long match.
But I feel like this match probably could have gone a little longer
Yeah, it didn't feel
because
like
you
a
have
long
so
match.
many people in it.
Yeah, I think it did need a bit more,
Mm.
a bit more legs to go. Maybe give it 15, 16 minutes.
Yeah, just a few more, just so you could have a little bit more of the interactions between, like, obviously the
Everyone.
everyone, but like with Royce Keys and Jacob Fatu. Like they had their little moments. And Royce Keys doing the suplex powerbomb thing over the apron
Yeah.
was dope. Because I mean, Jacob's not a small dude.
No, he's not.
And that was pretty clean as well. Like he got him right over. It was pretty safe, but
Yeah,
it looked sore.
worked smooth.
So I would have had a little bit more of them fighting for a little longer.
Yeah, probably
Uh,
would have been better to have, because the thing is, you've built the storyline around them being brothers
yeah,
from the indies. It's like, oh, blood
yeah, and
doesn't
like
make you family, loloyalty makes you
yeah, they
family.
both their upbringings were quite
And
hard, and
yeah, and
you know,
but you gave them like literally a minute of
yeah.
interaction with each other. It should have had more legs to it.
Mm.
Solo and LA Knight has the inbuilt piece with the Usos. That's fine.
But I would have liked to have seen like maybe just a little bit within the match of Jimmy and Jay trying to goad because we thought Solo was going to turn, or at least
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
Um, so I would have had if he's not, he didn't. He didn't turn. So fine. I'm not mad about that. I'm glad Solo's
I'm
not
glad they
being
kept him as a face.
shoved into the bloodline. He's hilarious as a face right now.
He's brilliant.
He's so good. Pew pew, pow pow.
Again, they did it. So just on a sidetrack, they did Pistol with the MFTs. That did not make him look good in any stand.
No.
What he's got going on now is the best work that he's done since he was actually introduced to the Bloodline.
Yeah, as the enforcer who
Yeah,
didn't say anything.
this
But
is his best actual work.
I agree.
He's great on the mic. He's
Mm,
hilarious. He's got the chops. He can wrestle.
100%. No,
So
he's really good.
they're
But
doing the
like,
right work with him here.
yeah. But I would have liked to have seen like Jimmy and Jay trying to like goad him. It's like, what are you doing? You're our brother. You know, switch sides.
Yeah,
Again, you had like an extra minute. You could have had more of that
yeah,
because this is very much LA Knight's story of getting through the blood round, right? And he did have the most. Well, I mean, Solo was the face in peril for a lot of it.
yes,
So even LA Knight didn't seem like he had a lot to do in it. He got the pin
yeah. He got the pin over Jay.
over Jay, so he'll be happy about that. But again, I wish I'd seen more of LA Knight in the match, and like maybe he could have been the face in peril, fighting the odds again. But then you
Yeah,
also would have like raised stakes, like why is Solo not jumping in and helping? Why is Royce not doing this?
yes.
But they,
Actually, that's fair enough to
you
say
know,
because I mean, like you said, the story is built around
yeah,
LA Knight. It's
and
not
getting
built
through by
around
the
anyone
bloodline.
else.
Yeah,
Everyone else is just there.
yes, but it is very much LA Knight versus the bloodline. So again, I mean, I'm gonna give the match itself no dubs, like a mid, because it was a good match. I didn't mind it, but it just was missing that little secret sauce. I think.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I would also most most likely give it a no rating.
Yeah, just
Just a flat line
a
there.
flat line. Yeah, it was I.
It
It
was
was
a
I. It
match.
was a match.
It was a match. It
Um,
had, like I said, it had some fun spots, but it
yeah,
felt like just a match. And like as you alluded to, if it was a bit longer, probably would have got a dub.
definitely. And again, just a little bit more like in ring storytelling would have gone a long way here. I
But
think.
I'm interested to see what happens because obviously we saw the LA Knight
Mm.
giving Solo a hug in the
Love
ring,
that.
which
That
was a
got a
little
dub
fun
for me. That
interaction.
got a double dubs up for me because
That
it was just like hug
I,
it hug.
you didn't know, because LA was obviously like, okay, okay,
It
okay.
was
But
great.
that's LA
That
Knight.
was great. Yeah, I loved it. No, that was excellent. I really, really enjoyed that. Also, shout out Jay Uso in this match. Not for anything special that he did throughout, but he ate that BFT and
Proper.
sold the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Like he was spiked upside down on his head. I was seeing some videos online of like people freeze frames. Like, we hope he's okay. He was fine.
It's
He
like
just
the
sold the shit out of it. It was really
yeah,
good.
it's like the RKO that Randy Orton hit on Ricochet.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very much like
Oh my
that.
days. Fucking came at us.
But it's very much like that RKO where he properly spiked it,
Yeah.
like the feel and
Don't-
everything.
yeah, it was really. I thought he sold the hell out of it. So good for him.
Yeah.
It's not often we praise Jey Uso's wrestling ability on
No.
the show.
I mean,
No disrespect to
we had the
dude.
fun crash out where just Solo was like calling for
Oh,
them
yeah,
to
yeah.
run back Jay's
He was
music,
so
and Jay
mad
was like,
about
"What
it.
the hell?" So I mean, another like good.
Yeah, Solo shined in this. Like he really did.
He
Like
was.
but he's just been stealing the show lately. So good for Solo.
Yeah.
Really enjoy. How long did that? You said 11
11
minutes. So I mean,
minutes,
again,
exactly.
it's already much better than Night One of WrestleMania in
Right.
terms of match lengths. So yeah, but I'm gonna give just the across the board was alright. It was a decent match. Then we get to Gunther, or as Nick Aldis likes to say, Gunther,
Gunther.
which is weird. Versus Nick Aldis, obviously. Not Magnus, unfortunately, OTG.
But we did get National Treasure.
We did get
We
National
got
Treasure,
National
which was
Treasure,
dope.
which I was happy with.
We also got a Mickey James on camera moment, and I love that. Mickey James is my all-time favorite female wrestler of all time.
Okay.
So I was just happy to see her in the ring again. That isn't TNA. No disrespect, but obviously it's Mickey James. I don't
Yeah, of
watch a lot of
course.
TNA. Um, Listen, OTG, like Nick Aldis is your dog. You take it away.
This was for me my favorite match of the night, just because I had the nostalgia for
Mm,
it. Like I'm giving this a dub. I don't think it, I don't want to give it a double dubs up because it wasn't fantastic, but it was
mm.
my favorite match of the night, and I really enjoyed it.
I'm gonna give it a double dubs up
Fair enough.
because I thoroughly enjoyed this match. I thought
Yeah,
it was dope as hell. Nick looked phenomenal
unbelievable.
for being out of the ring for 3 years.
Yeah,
So whoever his training partner is, shout out you, dude. Like Nick looked like $1 million. The story was there. I thought the in-ring storytelling was really good. I'm gonna give it double dubs up.
you know what? You've talked me into giving it a
It's a
double
double
dubs up.
dubs
I
up,
was
man.
on the precipice. I was like, I do want to, but I don't know. It just didn't. I didn't know if I had it. But you've talked me into it. It was unbelievable. Again, like you say, actually reflecting on it now, the storyline in the match was
Yeah,
unbelievable. We got some old school Magnus look. We got the national treasure, Nick Aldis, coming back from the NWA.
yeah, it was just
So
fantastic.
I really enjoyed that. Gunter, afterwards, that was harder than it looked. What I did like was that he didn't pass out. He tapped.
Like a bitch.
I liked the fact that he tapped.
I'm assuming Gunther's gonna have a promo where he says that
Yeah.
because he did it with John Cena.
But I'm happy that he tapped rather than passed out,
Yeah.
because if it's the one match that he gets and they built it up really well to get to the point of what the
Mm.
match was, I think you save his face a lot by having him tap, because it's just like, this is actually better for my family type thing.
I was gonna say, yeah, because like in the storytelling, he's like knows he came back, doesn't want to get put out. I know I'm not who I used to be.
Yes.
Tap out.
Yes.
I know my limits. I like that. I think that's also why I gave it a double dubs up
Yeah.
because the finish felt earned.
Yes.
You know,
You didn't. I was expecting the pass out. I mean, we knew Gunther was going to win. You weren't going to have Nick Aldis win one match and then obviously do whatever he was going to do, because
yeah,
we got he's back as the GM. I I was when he handed the letter of resignation, I was like, oh shit, no, I don't want Nick Aldis to go. I want him to stay.
yeah, no, for sure.
Staying as a GM, I still think, he got his one moment, fine, and he's staying on as the GM. He obviously clearly enjoys what he does and the
Mm.
interactions. He's spoken about it on, CVB.
And I think honestly, again, I would love to see him back full time as a wrestler as opposed to a GM.
Yes.
But in terms of GMs, Nick Aldis is definitely one of the better ones we've ever seen,
Yeah, he's
and
even in the like, especially in the modern
especially in the
era.
modern era. But I think what helps now is because he had this match, but not just anybody. It was with Gunther.
Yeah.
Uh, there's going to be, or I hope there might be a bit of a character switch, not a switch, but like an evolution of his character because now you won't have Gunther or, well, the next time you have someone like Gunther or like Sammy or Cody even run in and be like, Nick, give me a match or, yada,
Yeah,
yada,
yeah, yeah.
yada. You'd be like, I bet I'll lace up,
Yeah.
you know? So I think
I'll do
it'll
it.
add more another element to his character. So I'm
Which is
excited
good.
to see that,
Yeah.
you know?
But I mean, even like, as we alluded to, that Gunther at the end was like, yeah, that was harder than it looked. Like, that was
Yeah.
actually harder than I
He,
expected.
he was quite funny on the post show. He was like, when Nick Aldis took his shirt off, I was like, oh, damn. I was like,
okay.
oh,
Oh, okay.
that's not what I expected. All right. We're up for it. So that was a nice little moment. Gunther makes me laugh. He's such a good heel.
Oh, he's
Oh,
brilliant. He's probably the best in the WWE at the moment,
currently, yeah, absolutely.
until Drew McIntyre comes back.
Yes. Or we finally get a CM Punk heel turn.
Yeah,
Or KO comes back. We'll
that
get to that.
need that.
But yeah, double doubles up for me. How long did the match go?
11 minutes 40.
Okay.
Didn't feel like 11 minutes.
No,
40. It felt a lot.
like I wouldn't say long. It didn't feel long
No,
because I was like, I could,
I wanted more,
this is the
but
thing.
I think
I
they
could have,
ended it
I
perfect.
could have had another 5-6 minutes of this match.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. But I think they actually did it perfect.
Yeah, perfect amount of justice.
Yeah, and like I say, it was my favorite match of the,
That was my
because I
favorite
got
match
the
of the night.
nostalgia from it as well. Like,
And I just
OG
loved it.
Magnus from TNA was one of my favorites, and seeing, didn't get to, like you said, but we got to see the National Treasure, Nick Aldis,
Mm.
and that was just incredible in itself.
Yeah, no, it was dope. I mean, just again, Magnus and Nick Aldis far better than I do, but just as a match itself, I was like, this was match of the night for me.
Yeah.
Easy money,
Oh, they looked,
easy
yeah,
money.
both looked incredible in it.
Just again, just so crazy. Nick Aldis been out for 3 years, not wrestling, and like he puts on a 5-star banner. Dope. Well done, Nick.
Well done, Nick.
Well done, both of them. Again, like I was saying to Gazi yesterday. You couldn't have asked for a better dance partner with a comeback match than Gunther
Yeah.
because just knows what he's doing. That's why he is the ring general.
Yeah, he's
Ring
an
general.
absolute machine in that squared circle.
So great, so great. But yeah, that was dope. Then we get to Fatal Influence
Uh,
versus Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, and Paige.
So this lasted 7 minutes 30 seconds, and it lasted 7 minutes 30 seconds too long.
Yes, this did not have any reason to be on the show.
Didn't I'm
It
sorry to say
sucked.
that, but it was
This is a bad match.
this was the popcorn match. This was the popcorn match. This was the bathroom break.
Yeah, get
This
up,
was
yeah, whatever.
I mean, even if you missed, spoiler alert, the heel turn at the end
Yeah, never
from
saw it coming. It was
oh
wild. Oh no, Nikki
oh my
Bella.
god, Nikki
Nikki
Bella
Bella turns heel at SummerSlam. What a shock! What a
coming back and
surprise!
turning heel immediately.
No, she's
No,
never done that.
I
She's
can't
literally never done
believe
that.
that.
It was,
The Bellas are just
it was,
boring
it
heels.
was cut. This gets a not a double dubs down for
It's
me,
just a
but it's a
dub.
dub down
It's a dub. I would agree. It's a dub down.
because unfortunately, it did seem like Brie properly hurt her shoulder. I think when she got smacked into the steel steps.
I think that was when it was as well. Yeah, because she
So
was clutching at it for the majority of
yeah, like right on like
what was
that.
going on.
So I do think there was probably a couple of things that they had to shift around to like or like spots they had planned but then couldn't do.
Yeah,
Maybe. I mean, again, this is just sort of
and
like
I'm assuming because of it, they were supposed to have like a double beat down on Paige. But
yeah.
because of that,
Brie didn't do anything. She was like, my
she just
shoulder hurt.
stood
You
back.
take her out.
She didn't stop Nikki, but she also didn't help beat in. So that's a
Yeah.
weird, like it's a
I
weird
suppose that's gonna be
concept to
like
look at
she's
it.
conflicted, but I don't know. Listen,
Mm, I mean, I
thank
can
God Paige
understand
is
the
done with them. Well,
yeah,
not done with them, like in terms of them being as a trio or a duo, but
but at the same time with this, like the match itself was pretty meh.
match was cut.
Yeah,
Shit,
it was meh.
it was really bad.
And as much as I wanted to see Fatal Influence win, glad they did. It didn't do anything for them.
No, absolutely
It's
not.
literally done nothing for them as a trio. It was just, I think, a match to get them on the card. And Brie getting injured didn't help, and that probably
No.
having to call an audible in ending that early.
But that's the thing. I still don't really understand why they made it a trios. I understand Nikki's coming back, so that aspect of it I get.
Yeah,
But if you have tag team belts on Fatal Influence, why not just have a regular ass tag team match for the belts and then have Nikki come in at the end and take Paige out by herself? Because then you get the Bellas back together, which is what you want.
yep.
Um, and then and then Fatal Influence as the tag team champions, get a good win.
Yes.
Having it as a trio, just felt super forced.
It felt, yeah, it felt like a nothing match that, again, just didn't need to be
No,
like you
this
said, 7.5 minutes
yeah.
too long.
If this was on Raw, I probably also would have gotten a snack or something.
Yeah, it was
You know,
not.
just
amazing.
wasn't it. Just wasn't it. And yeah, very, very, very obvious heel turn from Nikki Bella at SummerSlam. So yay.
I genuinely don't think there's anything more to say
No,
on that because it
that's-
was that
I think
bland.
we've spoken about this for half the match time.
Yeah,
already.
we
I
have.
think that's way too much as well. Nikki Bella turns on Paige. They're gonna feud for a
My
little
only
bit.
thing about this that I'd like to sort of maybe touch on is where do we go with one Fatal Influence? Because, like we said, this did nothing for them. And two, where do we go with Paige? Because I don't want to getting embroiled in a feud with Nikki Bella, which is what is going to happen.
Yeah, because she has to get her lick back from Nikki. I'm sure, like in terms of storytelling, Paige will be good at telling that story
Yeah.
because she is really good on the mic. But Fatal Influence, I don't know. It also, a lot of it depends on the ladder match night and who wins there. Because if Lash wins, for argument's sake,
Mm,
you remove that tag team of Lash and Nia.
yep.
If Charlotte wins, you remove Charlexa, but you already kind of have because Lex is out with an injury, I believe.
Yep.
So that's already two tag teams that you don't have anymore. Bailey and Lyra broke up. They're not a tag team. You do still have Judgment Day, but now you've got Raquel and Liv both with titles. So are we going to get Raquel 2 belts? I don't think so.
No, I don't want to
So
see
I
that.
have no idea what you do with Fatal Influence.
I genuinely don't know who they take on. Do you bring people up from NXT? Do you
You're going
just
to have to at this stage.
They just going to be floating around in the middle.
Yeah. Which, again, does nothing for the belts itself.
No, it does
Which is
nothing for them
terrible.
and it does nothing for
No.
any of them. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Don't know. Don't know. But
don't know where they go with this.
yeah.
Don't. No way.
Yeah, it sucks to be Fatal Influence right now. You had all the momentum in the world when you came to the main roster.
When you
and
debuted,
yeah.
it was fire.
Yeah, it was
And now they have
crazy.
literally done
It's
nothing with you.
fizzled out.
There's
This
no creative for you at all. So
extinguished that
I
fire.
feel very sorry for you, Fatal.
Yeah, sorry. Oh well, what can you do? Then we had CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes. Whoa. I'm gonna give this match mid. A lot of people are saying, like online and obviously in the post show, this was an instant classic
No.
between two legends. This was boring as shit.
You know, like people said, oh, it started off slow and it picked up. It
It
didn't pick
didn't.
up at all.
No.
If you actually watched it, there was no real story being told. There was no.
No, it was just like
I
a
didn't feel
no.
anything watching it. I didn't
Mm-mm.
feel like I wanted to hate on Cody, and I didn't feel like I wanted to support Punk or hate on Punk. I didn't feel one way or the other.
No.
I just felt like it was a match.
And like this match went 30 minutes,
It
which is
was,
about 15 minutes too long.
yeah, it was. You know, it tried to give us the some wild spots which
Mm.
didn't work. I mean, Cody's attire was great. Obviously, a nod to his Street Fighter, and they pushed the shit out of advertising
Oh yeah.
that
Like,
throughout that
well,
match.
throughout the whole of
Throughout,
Summerslam, it's like this match is sponsored by. This match is sponsored by. I'm like, we get it.
we don't need to. Yeah,
No.
we can see that. You don't
Yeah,
have to
it's
keep telling
literally
us.
in the ring now.
It's all over there.
Yeah. So
But again, like they didn't have just WWE or whatever it was on the around the ring apron or
mm,
the electronic boards. It was all Street Fighter. So again, pushing that for Cody.
yeah,
But then you heard, I mean, Punk's obviously we had to look it up, but it was an homage or a nod to an old
hockey team.
NHL team,
Yeah.
the North Stars, I think they
Mm.
were called.
But it was green. It was green and yellow.
It
We
was
thought it
very
was like
weird.
we thought it was like a Packers attire at the time.
Yeah,
I
we
was
were like,
huh.
oh, is he actually trying to heal up here and be,
Yeah, more of that.
go
I
at
will
it?
say I do feel like Punk was more of a heel in this than Cody, but again like it wasn't far enough one way or the other, and it
Yeah.
felt like that. The crowd also was not feeling this match.
No, they were not very much. They weren't into it at all. Like that, you could hear them,
Yeah, but not for like
not the
oh
way that you
wow
should have.
yeah exactly. It was muted, and then they're like oh suplex.
Oh,
Ah,
this.
yeah,
Oh, that. So I mean, again, giving us these weird spots.
yeah.
Punk trying to hit a moonsault, which was
That was great. I will give that a double dubs up because it was the one of the worst looking moonsaults of all time. But then we watched it back on the replay. I was like, it's actually not that bad.
it was
You know,
just.
considering he's never done
But
it
it's
before.
but a weird spot. So it's him doing a moonsault and then him overshooting his elbow drop,
Yeah, by miles.
which was
And
terrible.
Michael Cole, because okay, so
Oh,
yeah, Punk selling the knee, right? He hurt his knee early on in the match.
left knee.
His left knee specifically, and he sold the shit out of it. Even on the post show, he was selling that knee. So professional. Also, I'll give a double dubs out to Punk on the post show because
Oh, he's
on the
spit.
mic he was smoking fools.
He
It was
was
dope.
spitting like crazy.
Yeah, I was. If anything, ignore the match. Watch the post show with Punk. It
Yeah.
was insanely good. It was so funny and hilarious and scathing. It was great. Gauzy even said, like, do you think the backstage guys at WWE like shit their pants when when they give him a mic? I'm like, absolutely they do.
Because he will literally shoot on anyone. He
And he
doesn't
did.
care.
He did. He also
He
what
called
did he
out
say?
every person.
Called out everybody basically as frauds, specifically Sammy. So
Oh,
I wonder
yeah.
if that plays into it a bit. But he was really
I
scared
don't want to
against
fight
Sammy.
a friend. Is that like an indication of, oh, actually, Sammy's going to win this number one contenders match?
I think so.
Give me
But
Sammy so I can just kick the shit out of him.
yeah, 'cause
Whatever.
again, he was going
I
hard
can slap him round.
on Sammy, and then he basically also said, "It's like I'll take anybody. I'm not a pussy." And I was like, "Oh shit, Punk on the mic." I don't think anyone said pussy in WWE before.
Give me Oba. Okay, well, we had Oba call out Roman earlier in
Yeah.
the year after WrestleMania. And now you've got Punk calling out Oba. So he's
Yeah,
like,
let's
and
see.
he said, don't go after that belt of.
Yeah, that's the void of nothingness. I think
Yeah,
he said
but
something akin
yeah.
to that. It's like
Come after the real thing.
yeah,
Come after me.
the island of relevancy, really. So again, post show Punk was great.
But yeah, so it came down. He was selling that left knee.
and he lines up Cody on the announce table, clears it up, gets onto the top, shoots for his elbow, Cody rolled off the table,
Yeah.
obviously to clear himself, and Punk overshot it. And the idea, I think, was to show that he landed basically on his knee on the table, except it was the wrong knee.
It was the right knee.
Yeah. So again, not Punk's fault. He jumped crazy far. Good for him. Didn't know he had that in him. Still.
Oh, yeah.
But Michael Cole was like, he hurt his knee, and he's like,
That
and he
knee
hit
that
the knee,
Cody's been working on the
and
entire match.
then they
No,
cut to
it
Punk
wasn't.
on the floor holding his other knee, his
Michael
left
Cole,
knee.
get a grip, man.
Get a grip, Michael Cole. God damn, I was laughing so hard at that dude.
Oh, Jesus.
So yeah, but the thing is, it never really came into play.
No,
You know,
none of it did. And I mean, Punk was working on
like
Cody's shoulder, but
yeah, but
again, that
that's
he sold it for a few minutes and then it became a nothing.
yeah. At one stage, Cody did get Punk in the figure four leg lock. Cool, you work the knee, you go for that sort of submission, but it happened once.
Yeah, it's not like he continued to
Yeah,
do it or even did like a single leg crab or something, which is
something.
what
Yeah, give me a
everyone
single leg Boston crab. Yeah, exactly.
tends to do.
An ankle lock. You
Yeah,
know.
something. Just whatever's gonna do work on that leg.
Yeah,
You like you said, you do one figure four and then that's it.
yeah.
You
It
don't see
was.
anything else.
It was
I'm
in ring storytelling is a huge factor in these sort of things, and it just wasn't there.
no.
So that was a bit of a
He
bummer.
looked like and you know
Cody looks sad.
he did. He looked
Sad
sad
man
the
Cody.
entire match. And when he did his thing, he obviously does his thing where he puts his arms out and he gets the crowd going and whatever. He looked so depressed. He didn't have that sort of like mean streak where he punches himself and
Yeah,
he's like,
he didn't
"Ugh."
hulk up. Yeah.
He was just like, "Ugh,"
Yeah, I'm here. I didn't want to be in Minnesota. You
that
know,
sort of thing.
it did really feel like that. Maybe obviously he was told backstage, you're not going over. He was like, fine, but I'm Cody Rhodes. Ugh.
QB one.
I'm sad now. Also, again, on commentary, Michael Cole said everyone Cody calls himself QB1. He doesn't.
No.
Everyone else calls him QB1, and he's like, fine, if I'm QB1, I am.
Yeah.
But he's never called himself that first.
No, he
So
didn't start saying it.
yeah, you keep pushing that on us. So watch your lies, Michael Cole. Watch them
But again,
lies.
I mean, we got to the point where kind of saw it coming, but a lot of people didn't. I think it was obviously stuff going backstage. Randy then
So
made a
I didn't see it
surprise.
coming at all.
I had
Um,
a feeling. I didn't know if it would come to fruition, but I kind of felt there must be some kind of interference here. And as we were talking through the match, I kind of said to you, I
yeah,
think Randy,
Randy's
someone's got
probably
to
gonna come
come,
back.
and he did.
A lot of people must have called it because they after Randy came in and gave Cody the RKO, they obviously panned to the wide shot of the crowd, and like there were lots of signs saying
Oh
"Welcome
yeah,
back, Randy." So I was like,
fair.
maybe I don't watch enough wrestling because I didn't see this coming. I don't think it was a swerve, but because I wasn't really surprised, if that makes sense.
No, fair
Like
enough. Yeah,
as he
yeah.
came in, I'm like, oh right, Randy was feuding with
But
Cody. Duh.
but we were saying this as well. He was the one who absolutely obliterated Cody and then disappeared for 4 months,
Yeah, literally like punted him into another universe.
and then disappeared
Came
for four
back with
months.
the like obviously Cody came back with a massive black eye.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, speaking of black eyes, something must have happened in the Io Sky Liv Morgan match because she had a shiner on that post
Oh,
show.
she did have a proper shiner on the left.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to like go through highlights of that and see where that happened. It was probably one of those whatever they call the uppercut palm fist.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I digress. So yeah, Randy comes out, RKO, boom.
Love the little wink to the camera.
Yeah, that was great. But again, I don't know if you wink to the camera like that. That says to me, face Randy.
Yeah, it's very weird because he obviously was the heel when he left. He's
Yeah,
come back because who?
who's gonna boo Randy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but at the same time, was he trying to cost Cody this? Was it like the intention to come back to start another feud with Cody and it doesn't have to be about a belt? It's just about student versus master properly.
with Pat McAfee or Jelly Roll.
Like, yeah, so just two guys in the ring, no celebrity
I think
involvement
so.
and stuff.
I hope so. Because again, I wouldn't mind that because that WrestleMania match of theirs, it didn't really seem to close that feud off.
No, no, it didn't at all. And again, you had Randy going, "Oh, but listen, I've been listening to the voices, blah blah blah." Maybe now we get Randy coming back and going, "Listen,
The voices were on.
the voice, Cody, you need to listen to your voices," and maybe
Mhm.
that's how we get the Cody heel turn.
Maybe. I
It's
mean,
like,
I wouldn't be
I listen
opposed
to
to
my
that.
voices. Are you going to listen to yours?
Yeah, because you didn't listen to yours, you lost the championship, and I cost you.
Yeah.
Do something about it. I wouldn't mind that because we are like if Cody again, we've said it 1,000 times, Guzzy. Unless he takes a break, he needs to turn heel.
Yes. And he can stay away from. You must keep him away from this title for
Yeah,
a while now.
yeah, just a few months. It would be huge.
Yeah.
Just out the title picture. We've got lots of other people. Let's use them. But all that being said, Punk didn't see any of it go down because he had been knocked out the ring and was on the ground with his
Mm,
back turned. So he didn't know about this. So it wasn't like some crazy like
conspiracy
scheming
theory or
plan
whatever.
from Punk. On the post show, he mentions like, I didn't see it, but if Randy wants to have a go, let's go.
Yeah.
So again, shout out Punk. But yeah, Punk comes in, After that, didn't see the RKO. Gets him out for the GTS. 1, 2, 3. Done.
Yeah.
Oh, bad spot in the match was Punk taking the to get him out the ring. He took
The
a crossroads.
which was the
It looked
worst.
bad. It was like when Jay Uso tried to take it that one time. It was really bad. This
It
was
was
that
just
level of bad.
it was just terrible. Like, you and I both were like,
That was bad.
that was awful.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if the timing was off or like Punk maybe didn't rotate out of it enough, but it just sort of it seemed more like a arm throw.
I know that, and I know that Punk likes to, obviously, he's got the moniker of the best in the world,
Mm.
and he likes to show that he can go and he's a machine. I think he gets gassed quite a lot in a lot of his matches.
Yeah, no, I mean,
His
again,
matches
he's
go
50
on
years
for
old.
like 25, 30 minutes. You don't need that. Give him like 18 to 20
Yeah, that
minutes.
would have been again if this match was 10 minutes shorter. I think it would have gotten a dub at least.
Yeah, it would
You
have
know,
been much better. But
but you get what you get.
you don't need to have these half-hour matches unless you have the people who can survive them. Like watching A-Dub, Swerve Strickland versus Will Ospreay can go for 35, 40
Yeah,
minutes.
or Kenny Omega and I don't know
MJF.
Jay White.
Yeah,
You know, they
they
can
can
go. They
go.
can go for that because they're also again like Punk's late 40s, like 50, if I'm not mistaken, or like 49 or something.
Punk is 47.
47. So half an hour match for Punk. That's cool because again, like you said, you're the best in the world. Fine. But if you put him in this position where it does look like he's super gassed and there's still 8 to 10 minutes left to go, and it doesn't really do much for anybody.
No, and my thing with it is, I don't know if it's part of the gimmick or if it actually is him, but he looks like that in a lot of his matches. And
Yeah.
even afterwards, it takes a while for him to then breathe.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just I don't know. Listen, it wasn't a bad match. Not
No,
saying
it
it's
wasn't, but
bad.
it's not as good as everyone is actually saying it is, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
In my opinion, our humble opinion, it was mid.
Yes,
You know,
very
no
mid.
dubs, no dubs down. It was fine.
I've
And
seen like 4-star ratings where I'm like, no,
no, I
you
saw
wouldn't
one that
get
was
it.
like 4.5. Like absolute.
No, you weren't
Um,
watching the same match.
no, I'll give it like maybe 3 stars.
You just
If
gave it
I'm
that
being
because it's
lenient.
two people that you really like,
That's it.
probably.
That's absolutely it.
Look at it
But
objectively.
yeah, I mean, we try our best to do that. Like this next match, I'm gonna give it a dub because it's Oberfemi versus Brock Lesnar in the 3.
Yep. It's the close off match. It was 11 minutes 40, which I think actually was not too bad.
I think for a Hell in a Cell, it's really bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. What made so again, it's hard.
Let's talk about the cell for a second.
Yeah, why would you call it a Hell in a Cell match when it could have literally just been an ODQ?
Yeah, because they used the cell once throughout the whole thing, and that was to set up a table,
Yes.
like leaning against the cage, and then like Brock got thrown through it.
Like you were saying after that spot, pick him up, scrape his face
Scrape
against
his
the
face
cage,
against
do
it.
something, use
Yeah.
it. You called for
The
the
whole-
Hell in a Cell match,
Yeah,
Oba.
because like again, it's not like I mean, I understand it could have been a cage match because
Yeah.
if the whole idea is that Oba doesn't want Brock to escape, because like he has been like running, except he hasn't been doing that. Like you at the start, he would run in, tag Oba from behind,
Yep.
and then leave. But that was like in the build up to their first match at WrestleMania. So having him locked into a cell doesn't make sense, especially if you're not going to use the goddamn thing.
Yeah, it just made no it made no sense to be like you said, a Hell in a Cell match. It was they didn't try climb it, they didn't use it. It was I don't know if it was a restriction because they barely were outside the ring anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think we didn't even see an Irish whip into the cage. We saw a couple of them into the stairs,
Yeah, which we'll get to.
which we'll get to. So yeah, just like the cage itself was so unnecessary.
No, it was just it was not
Yeah, this could have been a no hold spot or a street fight or
something
a
of
no
that
DQ.
nature.
They're all the same match.
Yeah,
You could have called it whatever you wanted. It didn't need to be in a cage, especially if you're not going to use the thing.
yeah,
But fine. That's why it's not getting a double dubs up. But it does get a dub for me because the match itself is pretty cool.
yeah. I mean, like again, we touched on it. The stairs, Jesus, Boba ate those stairs
Yeah, Brock picked up the stairs while it was in there. I think Oba actually put the stairs in
in
the
the ring.
ring.
Yeah, because when Brock went through the table, Oba started throwing in put the stairs in, and he started throwing in the chairs.
Yes. So
Introducing
to
weaponry.
to his own detriment, he rolled Brock back into the ring, and Brock got up and almost beheaded Oba twice.
Yeah, uh,
The
looked
It looked bad. It
looked
looked like
bad.
really painful, and the dents on the actual stairs made me laugh
Oh,
so hard.
you were giggling.
I was canning myself because it was literally warped, so you could see like he smacked the shit out of him,
But
which was great.
but again, like you had I saw, and I said to you, I never see him do it. Brock did an actual suplex.
Yeah, not just the
Normally he just
German.
does Germans,
Yeah, he
but
did
he
an
did an
actual
actual
suplex.
suplex. I was like, that's the first time I've seen him do it since like 2004.
Yeah, because he doesn't need to. But it was good to see.
Yeah.
And like, let's shout out Brock here because he pulled out all the stops,
I call
right?
that everything to try and beat over.
So he tried his suplex city German suplex spot. He hit about 4 or 5 of them throughout the
Yeah.
whole match.
He hit like 3 or 4 F5s.
Yeah, he would have hit more, but Oba escaped it quite a few times, which is I'm fine with
I
that.
mean, yeah, he bounced up after the German, like that third German.
Yeah, just
Brock
rolled
thought
up.
he had him down, and he
Yeah,
just bounced
which is
up.
a great spot in any like universe. It was dope to see.
Yep.
But I think also again to the detriment of this match ever so slightly. I wouldn't maybe detriment's a strong word, but the fact that they showed the hype package of him eating 7
Yeah.
in their previous match, I was saying to
And
you
alluding to it
and
in the
alluding to
match.
it in the match, I was saying to you, it's like, well, that's dumb because if they didn't like shove that down our throats, I know Brock's not going to get a pin after 3 or 4 because I know Oba can take 7.
Yeah.
You know, and I think this match would have done with a touch of blood. Like especially after like
Yeah.
the steel stairs spot.
Yep.
If you're gonna hit over that hard, cut him open.
Make sure it bleeds.
Because then I'm like, okay, cool. If he hits 3 or 4, well, I mean, it's a hell in a cell. He just got thrown into the cell 5 times. He's bleeding.
Yes.
Then it makes more sense. But at that stage, if you're not going to do that, and you've told me 1,000 times that Oba ate 7 of them and fought out of the Kimura lock, then I'm not going to, in any
Way, shape, or form.
form, suspend my disbelief on 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, it's just a minor little nitpick of mine because, I think it's relevant, but
Yes.
whatever. I digress.
No, it is because again, like you said, you've shown that he can take a certain amount.
Yeah.
Brock didn't beat him up to a point where 1 or 2 or 3 would do. You
Yeah.
have to still do the 7, and let's not forget he put him through the table as well.
Yeah. Wait, didn't Brock go through the table? Brock went through the table.
Oh yeah, was it? I thought it was over because he obviously
No, Brock
struggled
went through it. Brock went through it. Oba, because that's when Oba was on top for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And Brock decimated this table. It exploded. It was really good. It made a great sound. Just crunch. It was dope.
Oh no, I'm talking about in Clash in Italy.
Oh, Clash in Italy. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I thought you were talking about the Hell in a
No,
Cell
sorry,
match.
Clash in Italy. This one I know Brock went through it, but in Clash in Italy was obviously you had, like you say, where the relevance of it. He's done
Yes.
7 F5s. He's also put him through the table with
an F5.
So it's like that
Right, yeah.
leads to it.
Yeah, it's exactly. Right. So I think in this sense, 3 or 4 just wasn't going to make
Even
me
using
think like,
the chairs and things like that.
yeah, exactly.
You would still need to know
So,
that he's worn him down.
but what I did appreciate about that is the fact that Brock realized he needs to do a lot more to put Oba away.
Yep.
So he pulled, like I said to you during the match, I'm like, he must have been watching old NXT matches between Gargano and Ciampa because he decided to cut open the ring mat itself and expose the boards
Yeah.
underneath. And I thought he was going to F5 Oba. I think we all did.
Yeah, I think
He
we
was
all
going to
went
F5
for it.
him onto the floorboards. Floorboards? Spring. I don't know what you would call it.
I don't know, just the wooden
ring
board,
board.
like the ring board. Let's just call
We'll
it
call it the ring board. No. He did what I never thought I'd ever see Brock Lesnar do, and that was a tombstone pile driver to Obafemi on the exposed ring board.
Again, a nice little homage to the man that he beat twice.
Yes.
In a Hell in a Cell. So again,
They were selling the fact
details.
that, but they were also just to jump in there, guys, and like you had a lot to say about this during the match. They were selling the hell out of how undefeated Brock is in Hell in a Cell. So we were like, oh, okay, cool, makes sense.
Yeah.
He's undefeated. That sounds so impressive. And then they put up the tail of the tape, and he's only beaten 2.
And both were against the
Both were
Undertaker.
against the Undertaker.
And yes, he beat the Undertaker twice. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's not enough to say.
No,
undefeated.
Danhausen won his match at WrestleMania. He's undefeated.
Yeah, he's currently on a 1-0 streak.
Yeah, so we're really pushing it. We were having a good laugh about it.
I mean, it made no
It's
sense
just,
to
it
go
was
with that.
so funny. But
Oba's first one,
yeah.
and he ends up winning. So now, technically, Obafemi is undefeated.
in Hell in a Cell. Yeah,
He's
exactly.
better than Brock because he's
Yeah.
undefeated.
Which is crazy to think, but
Stupid.
yeah, it's like don't sell me dumb shit like that if it's gonna be that because I'm gonna make fun of it. You know?
But either way, like he does a little homage to probably one of his best rivals because was the one who ended the streak.
Yeah.
And we got the little. Sorry, we had the tombstone, but we did have overkick out of the
Yeah,
tombstone.
but also, I mean, again, shout out to Brock for that tombstone because it was obviously he did it very safe. Brock is such a big, strong dude, but Ober's massive.
Yeah,
But also, he did the cross arm sticking out the tongue thing.
yeah, he did the
The
whole.
whole like throat slit thing. Like he really
He
like went
went
all
through
in for
it.
this Undertaker like homage, and I was all for it. I
Oh, it
was
was
all
so
for
much.
it.
It was a lot of fun. But I mean, you get overkick out, and we all probably assumed that Ober was going to win this match. Let's be honest. I don't think there was
No.
anyone going, "No, Brock's winning this 100%."
Also, I mean, I just want to point out, like, the crowd was obviously super hot for Ober, which makes sense. He's Ober Femi, right?
Yeah.
He's probably the hottest commodity in wrestling right now.
Oh yeah.
The crowd was very muted, I thought, for Brock.
But no, they were.
Because,
They were
like, when
in the
he came out,
hometown.
they weren't going, yeah, it's Brock. Like, he always gets the pop when his music hits. And I know it's an open stadium. You mentioned it while the match was going on. Maybe it's the sound carrying out of the stadium. But he wasn't getting cheered.
Also, that stadium holds like 60 something, 70,000
So
people,
you would hear
and
it.
it was half full. So
Yeah.
30,000.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe that made a big difference.
Who knows?
But, I mean, again, that's just, I was just
Snip,
surprised.
small, yeah, small things.
Um, But
But
then they also did the sit up spot for Brock because obviously they also homage to his Hell in a Cell or his match with the Undertaker where Undertaker sat up and then they did that weird laughing at each other.
yeah, the weird smile
But
laughing.
production kind of messed up because they were still showing a replay and then cut back to the match, but they missed it like by like 3 seconds. So you only caught the end of it. So if you're watching on TV and not in like the stadium, you didn't see
Yeah,
it.
you did see Jack.
So I mean, I would have loved to have seen him play out properly, but I mean, I'm glad they did it anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, so then we get to the close of the match. Again, the ring board is still exposed at this stage. Ober hits Brock with two choke slams. He also just gets such good elevation on it. It's very much like
It's
Bobby
all,
Lashley's
yeah,
one
yeah.
because he lifts them like by their legs as well, and then dropped him. Brock, nut. I'm gonna get back up from that. Hit him again, and then he went for the fall from grace. Now we both thought the fall from grace was gonna hit the ring boards,
Yes, should have.
and it didn't. It was
No.
about
It was,
maybe
it was
maybe
just,
like a foot away
yeah,
where Brock landed, and it was quite funny for the pin because you see Brock like literally look over. I think he was supposed to hit him there
yeah, I
because he
think
was
so as
like
well. But
looking
I
like
think,
how far away am I?
yeah,
But just at the time, I think Ober just like
did it.
just did it where he could, which
Yeah.
is fine. Again, I'm not mad about it. Yeah, one fall from grace later, and it's a 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I
Adios,
mean,
Brock.
Brock wasn't really put through the ringer, and he probably was on top, I'd say 60% of the match.
I would say so. Yeah, if
But I mean, he did get hit with a fall from grace, and that's where they did the sit up spot that we missed and whatever.
mm.
But again,
Also, sorry. Brock also just before that fall from grace did try and smack Obafemi in the face with a chair,
yeah, yeah, and he
and then
punched him.
Ober punched it out the way before he hit the first choke slam.
But then he hits like I say, the choke slam, and then one fall from grace, and then it was a clean 1, 2, 3. Like it felt very abrupt.
Also, and you said it during the match, we didn't even get the classic Paul Heyman reaction spot.
Yeah,
Like after the tombstone, you cut to Paul.
yeah, because Paul's only going 1, 2.
Oh, his whole like shocked face because I mean it's Paul Heyman.
Yeah,
Also great intro for Brock from Paul.
yeah,
Have
struggling to
to
get
say
up
it.
on the table.
Yeah, that
Big
was
man
hilarious.
Paul.
That was the big man Paul. Paul enormous. So yeah, I'm a bit bummed about not seeing Paul Heyman's reaction again. Even after Ober got the pin on Brock, we didn't see Paul's reaction.
No, we didn't see anything. Like production messed up a few spots on that
A couple times
match,
there.
I think.
But like you just said, Ghazi, I didn't like the finish because it felt so abrupt. Like
It
you
was
said,
just it was just so sudden, and it's like you kind of going, well, I didn't want like a lot more, but I didn't want it to just end the way that it did.
yeah, like there should have been like sort of like a full stop put on, like one fall from grace, then pick him up again, and then hit him on the ring board.
Yeah,
Like
something
two
like
fall from
that.
grace
Yeah, that's
back to
fine.
back.
And yeah, like one on in the ring normally, and then one on the boards would put Brock like it would
Down,
be more
out.
like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's your not a full stop. That's your exclamation point.
But yeah, that very odd way to finish. And like you say, with Brock looking over and then just sort of going,
Yeah,
that
I
was
think that wasn't audible. I think Brock was like, "Nah, take it home,"
yeah, just
um,
let it be done.
which is fine. Again, like it wasn't the best finish of all time,
No,
but in terms of the match itself, it was fine. You
yeah,
can live with it, you know.
yeah. It was a good match.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it gets a dub from me.
Yeah,
I
it gets
think
a
it would
dub
have
from
gotten
me.
double dubs up if, again, production was a little bit better with Paul's
And
reactions
the cell
and that
was
cell
used
was
more.
used more, and like maybe an exclamation point on the finish. But otherwise, still got a dub.
Yeah,
Um, was my second favorite match of the night
was my second favorite match of the night as well.
because it was just again like those two. They're just such big dudes. Just meat on meat.
Yeah,
Can't fault it really.
meat, man
Pause.
slapping meat. Two
Pause.
meaty men slapping
God.
meat.
Oh my god, dude, this is MMA fight. But then we had the inevitable show of respect because we were saying like he's gonna show respect to Oba. No, he didn't just show him respect. He put Oba all the way
Yeah,
over.
he literally passed the torch.
Yeah, like 100%. I mean, he came. Brock was halfway up the ramp, turned around. Nana. Oba was like, another one. Are we gonna go again?
Like you could see it, Oba got like fists
He
ready.
was
He's
yeah,
like,
it was
"Oh
like
my
all
god,
right.
we've just finished this. Let us end."
And Brock was started unwrapping his gloves and no handshake, hug.
Yeah,
Gave him a hug. You'd never see Brock Lesnar hug nobody.
no,
I don't think he hugs his daughter.
probably not.
You know?
But I mean, and even the speech afterwards, you hardly ever get Brock on a mic.
Yeah. Well,
Like to do
actually,
something like this, you
yeah.
hardly get Brock on
And
a
like
mic.
literally, like he raised his hands and said, like, no, 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 this is the future. There was a Brock Lesnar. This is the new Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, it's like I am the past.
Yeah.
This is the future.
Yeah.
Like that.
100%.
He
And it was
never
great.
clearly defined that he's actually retired, so we could get something. I don't think it would be with Oba, but we could get something still from Brock at some point. He hasn't officially retired.
No, I think what they'll do is they'll obviously use him for like big moments, like Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
He'll come in and wreck fools for a little bit. And then obviously at WrestleMania, someone will be like, well, I don't know if anyone does, because, and we'll get to it in a sec about like what this means for Oba.
mm.
But you could inevitably have someone say like, "Oh well, I could beat Brock Lesnar. He's a washed up has been," something like that, and then get him to have a match at Mania.
I mean, you could get if they're gonna keep going with this, the career killer. You could get Gunter to officially
I mean,
retire him if you
if
wanted
you
to
wanted
do
to,
that, which is fine because it's two meaty men slapping meat
yeah.
again.
And we've wanted the Gunter Brock match forever now.
Yeah, and you'll get Gunter taking the Germans, but he's big enough that it works in a way like Ober does,
Yeah,
where he can
and you'll
actually
dish it back out.
take it
Yeah,
with Brock doing it as well.
for sure.
So, I mean, I'm not saying I want to see that, but what I'm saying is,
That's a
if it
possibility.
happens, it's a possibility. I'm not going to turn my nose up at it because you need to have consistency if he's going to be the career killer.
100%. Yeah,
And if that's how you want to then officially retire Brock,
yeah.
fine. You go with the flow and you then literally have Gunter going, I retired AJ Styles. I retired Goldberg. I retired John Cena. But you didn't retire John
That
Cena.
was his last
But
one.
I retired John Cena.
I retired Nick Aldis from wrestling now.
Yeah. I won. He didn't,
Yeah,
he's
he's not
still doing
bad.
GM, but no, I retired him
Yeah,
technically. And then you can go, well, who's the biggest person to retire? Brock
Brock
Lesnar.
Lesnar. There you
If
go.
you're going to be pushing Gunter,
But
and you've said it earlier, unbelievable worker in the ring, and he is a really good wrestler, and his
yeah,
heel work is phenomenal.
really good.
You could put Brock over as the babyface here
Hmm.
for one last time.
Yeah, and then really establish Gunther as your big bad heel
Yeah,
until Drew McIntyre comes back.
and he will just naturally be the face in this because Brock
Yeah,
was pushed to be the heel against Oba, but he's always had that face quality in it anyway.
yeah, and people want to cheer Brock.
Yeah,
It's kind of like Randy Orton at this stage because he's been around for so long. I don't want to boo Brock. I
yeah,
like Brock.
yeah.
You know?
I got to the point where I was like I did have a thing 10, 15 years ago when he came back and he was just wrecking shit, winning in 10, 15 seconds. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm bored of this now.
yeah, like Kofi. Sorry, Kofi.
Yeah,
But
apologies
we'll
there.
see. We'll see you at All In.
Yeah, but and now I'm like, actually, Brock's putting on 10-minute matches,
Yeah, which
five
we
10-minute
also never
matches,
see.
which we know he can do because he did it when he first started anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got older, so 10-minute matches is fine for him. You don't have to go over that point.
no, absolutely not. But knowing that he can, and Gunther can take him into deep waters, and
Yeah,
that could be like part of the storyline. It's like, yeah, you're Brock Lesnar, but I'm the ring general.
yeah.
You know?
You are the beast, but
Yeah, I tame beasts.
I'm the curricular.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
So
can have.
yeah, you could have that definitely. But getting back to Oba, because this was his moment.
Yes, yes.
I said to Ghazi right after the match, I think WWE have dug themselves a really massive hole that I don't know how they're going to get out of.
Yep.
Because we obviously want to see Oba as champ, but now he's not only beat Brock twice, he beat him in Hell in a Cell. So now he's this unstoppable force. What do you do with him until you get him against Roman?
Yeah, it's
Because you can't have him in squash matches because they mean nothing anymore because
no.
he just destroyed Brock Lesnar again.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, you're right. They have dug themselves into a massive hole. Yeah,
Yeah, so
there's no.
I mean, I don't know where
Who do
you
you
go
put him up
further.
against? Because again, they kind of relied on this to keep over going to a point.
Yeah,
So do we get Roman winning on night two and then over go? Punk's already challenged over, but what's the point? You may as well then just keep over on Raw and have him go, Roman, I said I was going to challenge
yeah,
you.
it's
I'm
time.
coming
Yeah,
now.
Brock Lesnar's behind me. I mean, I want him to call his shot because I think we were all pissed when he won King of the Ring, and then he's gonna be like, "No, I'll do it later."
Yeah. So now do it. Now go,
Yeah,
okay, cool. Roman wins. Have him, if Roman wins at the end of the show, have Oba come out because you'll get a huge pop and then go, you, me,
yeah.
whenever.
The ruler versus
I'm
the tribal chief.
I'm calling it now.
Yeah, Monday Night Raw,
Yeah.
right here, right now in Minnesota. That'll be sick.
But you know what I mean?
But
Like,
yeah, no, again, but then what? But I don't think they'll do that. But what do you do with Oba then? Like I said, this is a pit that
and
they've dug
and
themselves
don't
into.
set me up for like a 6 month run of oh, by the way, I will do it at
Yeah, like this.
Survivor Series, or
If
oh,
the,
by the way, I'm calling it in now. I'm taking you on at WrestleMania or whatever it is. Like, don't give me a almost year
ooh,
long build.
ooh, I just thought of something
Mm.
because commentary was also. I mean, especially Michael Cole. God, I hate him. My eternal beef with you, Michael Cole.
It's going on. It amazes me. I can never got over how
Look, listen,
angry you are
not
with Michael
angry about
Cole.
it. I just think he's anyway. I'm not doing. I ain't getting angry.
Your beef with Michael Cole is one
It
sided.
runs deep.
It's
It
one
runs deep.
sided.
It's very one-sided. You don't even know. He watches BTF and does. I know you do, Michael Cole. I know you do. You scroll the internet looking for haters.
You
And
do
like
this, Michael Cole.
numero uno, campeón del mundo hater, bro. Me odio. Anyway, I digress. Michael Cole did say something quite interesting.
Yes.
And obviously he's the face. He's gonna like be a dick to the bad guys as he does. That's what you do. Same as like if Corey Graves is a dick to the good guys, right?
Yes. Yes.
He did say, I think right at the beginning of the match or maybe midway through. I'm pretty sure it was at the beginning. He's like, but what does this mean for Paul Heyman? What happens when his gravy boat loses, or what happens if his gravy boat loses?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I know what Paul Heyman does because he's gotten rid of the Vision. He's no longer
Yeah.
part of that, as far
He's
as I'm
not in
concerned.
anything.
Over Femi.
Yeah.
The new next big thing.
Yeah. You could
And you
have if you
have
want.
like again, this is a bit like this. I think is like a bit of a golden goose because he's very very much like a CM Punk and Paul Heyman, where Punk doesn't need a manager because he is so good on the mic, and so is Oba.
Yeah.
But having someone like Paul Heyman who's like can latch onto him, like Oba can be like, yeah, no, I know you're a scumbag because of what you did with Brock Lesnar, but I do know what you can do for people.
Yeah. True.
I'm a Paul Heyman guy. That would be sick.
Yeah.
I think that would be dope. I think that's how you get because then you can also just have him be like, no, my client doesn't wrestle until he wants to wrestle. I don't want him to be a heel, obviously, over
Oh
Femi,
yeah. No.
but I think you could have him be more of a prize fighter
It's
sort of thing.
but it's weird because I don't think Paul Heyman has ever been a face.
No, I don't think so.
I can't recall where he had a period where he was a face because even when he was doing commentary work, he was
Listen, all the way back
the
until
color
he got
commentator.
into WWE during the invasion,
But even
he was
before
the bad
that,
guy.
when he was
Just in
Paulie
ECW, yeah.
Dangerously, the Dangerous Alliance, it was all heel stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
I don't
early days of WCW,
maybe that would be nice change of pace for Paul Heyman, make him a face manager.
maybe, and just have him like, okay, cool, this is my final run. I'm already a WWE Hall of Famer,
Yeah, he's a legend.
so let me have my face run,
Yeah, I would love that. I think that would be dope.
which
I think
could work.
let Paul Heyman and Obafemi have the biggest face run until WrestleMania.
And
That would
the
be
thing is as
something.
well, like you add another layer if you're gonna have Oba go after Roman. If you then have Paul Heyman align himself with Oba, because obviously it's
Yeah, because of their whole
I
thing with the
was the
bloodline.
wise man and I
Yeah.
was the oracle.
Now we just need to find another name for Paul. Um, the Witch Doctor.
Mm,
What's Nigerian?
mm.
I don't mean that to sound as racist as it came out. I apologize. It's not what I meant. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's got to be like something in like Nigerian folklore about
Or
like
just
like
whatever,
the
or just what
shaman
it
or
because he calls
something.
himself like a ruler. So obviously it's just like
Advisor.
my advisor
The
or
advisor. The advisor. Paul Heyman. Oh, I like
my
that.
guide or something like
Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah. My master of whispers. We watch a lot of House of Dragon lately.
Stuff like that.
Stuff like that. Just
Something
something
like
cool.
that.
I think that's how you can have Urban do a lot of face stuff with a newly aligned good guy Paul Heyman. Um, again, what you could possibly do with Oba at this stage is like now because he has his shot against Roman or Punk, it'll obviously be Roman,
Exactly.
because he is on Raw. But what you could do is have guys like, because if Seth Rollins loses, you could have like him feud with Seth Rollins, be like, you lost to Roman, you said you beat him, now I got to beat you,
Yeah.
so I can prove I can beat Roman.
Fair.
So you can have that, like, fill it up that way, and you just have guys sort of face Obi like, I want my shot, but if you're first in line, I got to take you out.
Yeah.
You could do something like that. You could KO return. I would love to see Obafemi KO. Heel KO versus Obafemi.
Oh yeah,
That
that'd
would
be fun.
kick ass
And the thing is as well, like KO is, as we know, is probably one of the best on the mic.
easily.
Oba has proved himself that he can be good on a mic.
Yeah, I mean his post match interview with was Jackie Redmond. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was with
Yeah.
Jackie. Listen, Jackie was choked up about Oba winning.
Yep.
Shout out Jackie. She's her and Kathy Kelly are really really
Yeah,
good
they're
backstage.
dope.
I really really like
They're
them.
really good.
But Oba's little promo afterwards about the passing of the torch and what it means to him, that's dope.
Yeah.
Gozzy had me like convinced his mother's name was Destiny because he mentioned Destiny a lot, and he's like, I can't remember what you said
I was like,
exactly.
imagine her name is
And
Destiny.
I heard her name is Destiny. I'm like, what? No way.
Hey, imagine his mother's name is Destiny. And you just heard his mother's name is Destiny.
I'm like, that's crazy work. I was utterly convinced.
That's what I was like.
It was
No,
like, no.
what if his mother's name is Destiny? Okay.
That makes a lot more sense. But it would have been great if in WWE universe her name is not Destiny. That would be awesome. Just have like a Sheldon Benjamin Big Mama come out for Oba and Paul. Over Paul and his mom. Anyway, I digress. He had a great promo after the match that really sold it. He was also good on the post show. So yeah, he's really good on the mic. And if you have him up against something like a KO, he can hold his own.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So I think that this is obviously not specific to KO. We just want him back because he is one of the greatest of all time. And it'd be nice to have someone like him, especially heel KO, come back because his heel work is some of the best. I love him as a babyface because he's so funny.
Yeah.
But his heel work, like Kevin Steen style, against a big motherfucker like Obafemi,
Could be fun. Yeah.
dope. But yeah, I think if that's the case, that's how you get sort of out of this pit. You kind of dug yourself with Obafemi to keep him fed
Yes.
until a big PLE like a Rumble, or more importantly, probably a Mania. I can see him also I can see Roman ducking him quite a bit, and then Oba actually wins the Royal Rumble because he should have won this past one.
He should have.
But I get it. You want to do your
But the thing
whatever's.
is, they can't really have Oba win the Rumble, in my opinion, right now, because either he's going to be the champ because he still technically has the entitled title shot.
Yeah.
Because he just said title will be there. I need to take on Brock now.
Yeah,
he
'cause he's
didn't.
gonna
He
keep-
didn't
he's
call
gonna
his
keep
chip.
it spearing.
He didn't say I don't want it. He just went, I'll come back to you.
Yeah. But I think also with the whole passing of the torch, then Brock won the Rumble,
Fair.
so
But
he can kind of start doing the whole Brock.
so you have Oba calling his title shot against Roman. He ducks it, like you say, whatever, and then eventually Roman actually ends up winning. So you do something there,
'Cause
and then
you'll have,
Oba wins the Rumble and then goes to WrestleMania to actually take on Roman and win it there.
I think so, because that's how you do it, right? You would get to all the way up till Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have the bloodline in a War Games.
It's coming.
We know this. We know
It's
this,
coming.
right? Oba can be on that War Games team. And then
Yeah.
in December, when you have your Saturday Night's Main Event or whatever pay-per-view they're going to have in December, you can finally be like, nah, I beat you. We beat you in War Games. Bloodline lost. I want my shot now. Worst general manager of all time, Adam Pearce. Make it happen. Make it so. Then you have the Bloodline run in with all three of them, the Usos and Jacob. Here's the worst. Let's be real.
I love it. It's your okay, again, not hatred, but your beef with Michael Cole and Adam Pearce goes one way.
I know.
It makes me laugh every time. Sorry. It just makes me
It
laugh.
does have
every time.
entertainment value to it.
Like I got no beef with anyone. You just this beef
I
have is amazing.
I like beefs. Beefs are awesome. But that's how you do it, right? Because then you have the bloodline interfere heavily, as they do with a lot of. I mean, they haven't done so far recently, but now with their loss and stuff, you can have them come back and be like, "You keep losing, just help. You guys are the help now, so help me. It's Obafemi, I need." And then cool, he loses his entitled title shot. Now he's got beef with the whole bloodline. So you have him win the Rumble, so he gets another shot at Roman at Mania. And then the lead up to that is he takes out Jimmy, he takes out Jay, he takes out Jacob. That's your 3 months right there. Boom, April,
Fair.
Mania.
Good work.
Good work,
Good
good
work.
work. But again, you just have to get to that sort of point where it's near a rumble
Yeah.
and have overdue
Yeah.
things in the middle, and that's where this whole pit sort of thing comes in. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's where I think it goes. But I've been very wrong before.
But no, I can see that happening. It's just I don't want you. The reason why I can see it happening properly, actually thinking about it now, is again because he called out Roman straight after WrestleMania this year.
Yeah,
So why not have him wrestle Roman at WrestleMania next year? But like you say, got to find the way to get there,
yeah, 100%.
and that could work. Like the whole thing, like you say, he gets cost in the match, and then he goes hunting for it and wins the Rumble, and like you say, gets the 3 month build
Yeah, because
to
then
take
again,
out the entire bloodline lineage type thing for
yeah, exactly.
the
Because then
family.
you also again you just like allude to like okay, he is the new Brock Lesnar who also won a Rumble,
Yep.
who also won King of the Ring.
Yep.
You know? Just have that same trajectory for him, and then like match him up. Be like, this is the new beast, the new ruler, the new next big
And I
thing.
suppose him beating Roman is like again another passing of the
Yeah,
torch.
because obviously with Brock and Roman's feud for years,
Yeah.
you know. Actually, we should double check what the record is between them. I think does Roman have more wins over Brock?
I mean, it's
Let's
look
see,
at
because we know Seth has more victories over Roman Reigns. We know that. Until today, I think the record for Seth and Roman is 5-4 to Seth.
who won most. I apologize. I'm just trying to find this.
Cool.
Maybe we come back to it.
No, I'll tell you what. I'll fill up data air while you find it. Um, so Adam Pierce, you son of a bitch, Michael Cole, you can eat one too. I'm sure it's there. I'm pretty sure that Roman has more wins over Brock.
How many times has Brock Lesnar defeated
Yeah, yeah, maybe Gemini knows.
him? And I should.
Or Google. Hey Google, how many times has Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns fought each other in WWE, and who has won the most times?
You're looking at just singles.
Yeah, just singles.
6 times. Roman holds a 4-2 record.
4-2.
If you're looking
Oh
at
damn.
if you're looking at singles, Roman holds a
Yeah.
4-2 record.
Yeah. So oh yeah, the seventh one doesn't really count because of the cash in from Seth, right? That makes sense. But okay, I thought it was more even, but that's fine. But yeah, okay, so you could have again just another feather in the cap of Femi's like, well,
Yeah.
I've been Roman Reigns the very first, well, the second time we faced each other,
Yeah.
because of the whole sort of Rumble to Mania
Bill.
push.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, again, a little bit of a tangent there on what to do with Urban X, but I think it's worth it to
Yes.
bring it up.
Yes.
And we'll see, I guess. But yes, that was night one of SummerSlam. It got a dub for me. I quite enjoyed it, to
Oh
be
yeah,
honest.
no, definitely. I did enjoy. Again, I think it signaled it went for 3 hours and 17 minutes or something like that
Yeah.
in total,
So about 2 hours if you disregard the ads.
and the matches in themselves took up what 30 an hour. Let's say an hour and a half.
About half.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about 3 hours, and the matches took up about an hour and a half in total.
It's much better than what WWE have done recently. So yeah, I'll give it a dub. I
Yeah.
give it a dub. Yeah. I think SummerSlam night one dub.
What was good is also is the ramps weren't that long, which is why the matches felt decent rather than having to wait 5 minutes for
Yeah.
someone to get to a ring.
Oh well, we're gonna have a lot of that on
Oh
night two.
Jesus Christ!
So look forward to that as well. Well, let's quickly run through it, right, shall we?
Again,
So I've just got here on the Netflix page for SummerSlam. This is sort of how they have it lined up.
right?
We have Chad Gable versus Penta first for the Intercontinental Championship.
We were talking about this earlier, and if just go, let's go that way. Let's
Yeah,
go that way. We were talking about this earlier. We said, what do you open with? You said the women's match.
yeah. I think for me, you have the ladder match because that sets up the again, like kind of with the AEW stuff.
Yep.
When they always start off with a banner, the big issue would be like, well, now you got to keep it up there.
Yes.
But considering the match lengths are a lot shorter in WWE, I think you can have it.
Fair.
So have
But
everyone
and
like lined up, ready to go. Women's ladder match. Boom.
if that's what we're going with, and that I suggested having that because it's hometown Chad Gable
Mm.
winning the title, you give him that like you just give him a lot of time to celebrate.
Yeah, for sure.
You get him a lot of time to milk it,
Fair.
and you get the crowd hot that a hometown boy, an actual hometown boy,
Yeah.
has won the title.
No, I'm with that. I'm with that either way. I think either one would work. That'll probably work better.
Yeah,
And again, according to Netflix, that is how they're gonna go. So I'm again not mad at
fair.
all. Then we have Danhausen versus well. Also, again, just to recap our predictions, we got Chad Gable
Oh
over
yeah,
here.
Chad Gable, Chatty Daddy.
Then we got Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio. Human money's on a pole match.
Yeah, this is.
I can't believe I called that
I
bullshit.
cannot believe we've been calling that for
it,
years,
it feels like years.
and now it's finally happening. It's like you
Again,
willed it into existence.
I swear to God, they watched the podcast. Because that's the thing. I wasn't predicting it like out of the sense of I want this to happen because those are the worst matches of all time. But because they've been so bad with their creative lately, I'm
Yeah.
like, they're gonna do it.
Yeah,
They're gonna
at some
have
point they
they're
were gonna
gonna
do
have
it.
it on a poll.
Yeah.
It just so happens that instead of it being a curse on a poll, it's a human money's on a poll. So now, obviously, we're gonna go Danhausen here
Yes.
because they're not gonna have him lose at SummerSlam, especially to Dom, who's champion in AAA.
Yes.
But there will be shenanigans. There will be another curse. Do we finally get a reveal of who's under the top then?
I hope so. It's taking forever now.
Yeah, this is taking longer than when they did for the
When they
Minhausen,
introduced no, but
the
even when they
box.
introduced Danhausen.
Yeah, yeah, actually.
Oh, I don't want this. Let's send it back to SmackDown. Oh, I don't
Mm.
want to send it back to Raw. Let's get it to the Elimination Chamber, whatever it was.
Yeah, it's too long. If you don't have anybody, just
Just get rid of it.
get rid of it. You know, if it's a fucking celebrity or
Say
a
it's a
basketball
failed
star,
experiment. Say it's a failed
yeah,
experiment.
that's
Like,
fine.
oh, I tried, but I
Yeah.
got,
Again, with Danhausen, you have a built-in out here.
yes,
You know,
I tried.
yeah, and it failed. Oh no, I didn't have enough human
It
monies.
already, yeah,
Whatever.
already pointed that, oh,
But
my other one didn't work because it created the mini houses. But then he cloned the cat, and it's like
yeah,
it came out weird. This just hasn't worked.
yeah, exactly.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Maybe this is where you go with it. Like he wins the human monies, and he goes, "Now I can finish my experiment.
Yeah, something. But
I
I
have
don't.
the financing."
I don't want him to finish it. I need this to be revealed and away.
Yes,
But I guarantee it's probably going to be because we assumed it was going to be Baron Corbin. I think everyone did, and they were like, "Oh, maybe it's Big Cass,"
it's not
but
gonna be,
it's
but he's
not.
advertised as something individual.
Yeah, so it's probably going to be like an NBA star or someone from Minnesota
Probably. Don't know who.
because they didn't have any celebrities on the actual event
No, but
on
they've
night
been
one.
getting. Is it not Justin Jefferson that they've been? JJ,
Well, yeah,
who's
he
been
has
promoting it,
he has been promoting it, so it probably will be him, which is what I'm afraid of
right?
because again, like I know
Well, again, they did the
WWE just
cat
wants to
thing with
do.
Cat at Saturday Night's Main Event.
Yeah, but
So
again, like
we
they
don't
keep
need
pushing
it.
it, and like no one likes it.
No, we don't
But
need
anyway,
it.
probably that. But anyway, Danhausen, yeah,
Yeah, Dan.
so Danhausen, Danny Boy. Then we have Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn for the number one contender spots. Now I'm gonna go out on a limb. I can't remember what we said in our recap.
I can't remember.
I mean our predictions.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Um,
But I think
I think I'm vaguely gonna say we went Sammy here because the whole justice for Sami thing, he has the built-in beef with Punk still, and especially after Punk called him out so badly on the post show.
yeah,
I think Sammy does go over here. I think
yeah.
he cheats a little bit to win. But again, this sucks. I think this might be the match of the night because these two can go.
Oh,
Finn
yeah.
Balor and Sammy
Yeah.
go. But it's gonna break my heart either way, whoever loses. Because
I can
if
see
you
it.
do
No,
it,
I
if you
agree
do
with
it,
that.
if you do it to Finn and he loses after, again, you said it on the podcast for uh obviously leading up to SummerSlam, where their promo little battle on SmackDown was dope.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, it was great.
Just to build that up in like a few days, well done. And it made me think, well, fuck, it's good. Because obviously Finn was going, it's been 10 years for him as well, because it was 10 years ago to the day that he won at SummerSlam and then had to relinquish the title. So I can see it going to Finn.
Yeah.
So they can close that loop. But they kind of already did that with Roman last year
Fair.
with that whole
No,
thing.
yeah, that's fair.
So but again, and then the whole justice for Sammy thing, maybe he gets screwed out of it. I would love to see Johnny Gargano run in and prevent Sammy from winning and give Johnny something to do with Candace.
And just or stop. Just don't. What I don't want to see is I don't want to see Gunter getting involved in this.
No, he doesn't need to. He beat Nick Aldis. He needs to move on.
He's thrown himself in so many different situations. He does not need to go in there and like cost Sammy or someone like that.
Yeah. Because I mean,
Do you know what I mean?
well, if he does and he costs Sammy, then they're gonna feud. But if he runs in and ends up costing Finn, then they're gonna feud. So I can see that happen. I don't want it to happen,
Yeah.
but I can see it. But okay, I honestly, if I'm going head over heart here, my head tells me that's going to be Sammy.
Yes, I'd agree with that actually.
And I think, yeah, I just don't want to get my hopes up for, the Finn Balor, like, because he's not against Roman. I'd love to see Finn Punk. Anyway, I'm already fantasy booking the
Well,
shit.
we saw Finn Punk, but not in a like. And again,
In
what Punk
Ireland.
was saying, I don't want to fight a friend, like you say, where he buried
Yeah.
Sammy. I don't want to fight a friend. A friend. I want to, I'd rather take
I
slap Sammy
punch
around.
Sammy in his stupid face. His words, not mine. So
Mm.
yeah, Sammy. Sammy. Then we have Tricky Williams, Mr. Lemon Pepper Steppers himself versus Bald Man Baron Corbin. Again, Trick's words, not mine. Um, looked like a sad Billy Corgan.
I was thinking about
Bald baby Billy
I
Corgan.
was thinking about baby man Billy Corgan being sad at Disneyland.
Sad at Disney. Too funny. I mean, I think Baron goes over here because you
If
wouldn't
you
bring him
can,
back.
so it's
To,
weird because sometimes details matter and sometimes it doesn't. It shouldn't matter about paying attention. And when I say that, we had Punk interact with Trick Williams, and he's like, "I'd love to whip that trick."
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
he
yeah,
had that thing. It's like, oh, at some point, I'd really like it would be fun to whoop that trick.
yeah.
So
Okay,
at this
it's good.
point,
Coming at
if
me.
you have because you got the number one contendership, whatever. But if you have Trick lose, then you have to basically just say, okay, cool, let's throw him into the world title picture.
Which I would not be mad at
No,
all.
I wouldn't be mad at it either.
And heel Baron Corbin as the US champ would be fine because you also have a ton of baby faces in the mid card who could
And
face him.
I do like this. I bring the pain or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's
So
pretty badass
because he's
actually.
going as what he was at MLW, I think it was, where he's going as the Nomad
Yeah,
Baron Corbin, which I like.
yeah, exactly. I mean, Nomad just another
I wanted
word
to
for
have the
lone
lone
wolf.
wolf, but I actually like the Nomad
Nomad kind of means lone wolf in a little
in a way, yeah.
roundabout way.
But they didn't bring back the original track,
No,
which is annoying. But I do actually like the new track
it's
as
pretty
well.
badass as well. You know. But yeah, I think honestly, I think it makes more sense for Baron to win.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because he just came back. He's got baby faces to face. Trick can obviously move on to the world
But
championship.
so if you have Baron win, then you've immediately actually set up with him versus Carmelo.
Yes.
So you've got an immediate storyline there, and then you, like we say, we can take Trick out and put him into the
Yeah,
world
and
title
again, like
picture
you've
or
still got
something.
Ricky Saints there. Maybe Ilya comes back at some stage. I'm not too
Yeah, we
sure.
don't know. Apparently, he's left.
Yeah, I heard he left.
Him and Jordan Grace.
Yeah, which is how
Drop the
fucking
ball.
dare you for Jordan Grace, dog?
Dropped the ball.
One of the bombest on anything, and you drop the ball on Jordan Grace.
Mm.
Scumbags. Piss me off, WWE. You WWE, Michael Cole, Adam Pearce, you three are on the list.
You are on the
On the
list.
list. But yeah, so we're gonna go Baron here. I think
Yeah.
just makes more sense. Then again, according to so now, I probably would have had that like as the second match, to be honest. Then I would have gone for the ladder match in the middle.
Yeah.
If we're gonna go Chad Gable to open, because then you'd probably want to have your number one contenders match before the main event because it's got high stakes. But anyway,
Yes, because what you're
um,
doing now is you're doing two title matches technically in a row.
yeah, which
Because
is
this ladder match is for the interim women's title.
yeah. So I wouldn't do that. I have a break
No.
between.
Yeah, have it
Even
like
put the Danhausen match in between those.
yeah,
to like alleviate.
or you could have, like you said, probably would have had the ladder
Yeah, because
match.
it makes it makes sense because it's a number one contenders match. It would be for SmackDown, but WWE they can also be like, well, we didn't specifically say what championship it's
Yeah.
for,
True.
but either way. But yeah, so who we got here? So we got Tiffy versus Jade versus Charlotte Flair versus Chelsea Green versus Last Legend ladder match, interim women's world title.
It's coming down to Charlotte or Jade, isn't it?
Sadly, like as much, listen, I want Chelsea to win this.
I want Lash. Oh, you already said this.
Lash or Chelsea, yo, this
I would like either of those ones to win. Don't need to do Tiffy. She's already a champion.
she shouldn't even be in this match.
The
to be honest.
storyline is the reason why it's going to be Charlotte or Jade is because the storyline is
Yeah.
already inbuilt between them two and Rhea when she returns.
Yeah, but I don't understand why you would put Tiffy in this match at all, considering she is a champ. She's now best friends with Chelsea. They came out wearing matching ring gear, which
Yeah.
you barely see in real tag teams.
Yeah.
But you have Blake Monroe there. Put her in this match.
Yeah, they have her as a surprise entrant and
know?
made her win it.
Put JC Jane because, then Fatal Influence could potentially hold all the titles. She had massive heat when they beat up Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. That's
now
actually not a bad shout.
You know what I mean? I just, again, like, wasted potential here.
Very much.
But yeah, again, it's probably going to go to Jade. I'm going to go Jade here because I don't think
I'm going Charlotte.
Anyone wants to see Charlotte
You know,
as solo champ without Alexa, right?
I agree, but I think
How many? Because wouldn't that bring Charlotte up to 15?
something like that, yeah. So I'd probably go Charlotte to just give another notch on her belt and make her like, oh,
Mm.
John Cena was 17, but Charlotte's only two away type thing.
Sure. I mean, you do need to break that, or at least get to 16 for her, so she
Yes,
can equal her dad's record.
yes, yes.
I can't see it going that way. I'm gonna go Jade specifically because you're gonna have Rhea come back, and
Fair.
they have that feud, that ongoing feud. Whereas Charlotte is more of a face now,
Right.
and having Rhea and Charlotte face to face, face versus face, I think would be too soon. But
Ye-
that's the only reason. Otherwise, I can see it going to Charlotte
Yeah,
easily.
fair enough. I can see that as well. But again, like it's weird because it's obviously they just became friends before Rhea got injured
Mm,
in a way. So maybe having Charlotte win, it's like face, like you say, face versus face, so friend versus friend.
yeah,
And we discussed this months ago about having who should win and who should go on, and
yeah,
you know the best friend versus the best friend type thing. Like did Io win? Would she go after Rhea type thing?
sure.
Um, I think it was obviously during the King of the Ring tournaments and things like
Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
But that's kind of why I get it, because then it can be friend versus friend, and you could turn one of them heel
Yeah, but
quickly again.
I
But
mean, again,
I know it's a weird one,
no,
but
it's not weird. It's just like this would then be like what the fifth or sixth. Oh, we're friends and we're gonna fight sort of storyline that they've
yeah,
had across
yeah,
both the men and women's division. I think
yeah.
people are getting a bit dick of like, why are you all friends?
But they keep doing this anyway,
Yeah,
so
it's whatever.
either way. But yeah,
Yeah,
again,
you're gonna go Charlotte, yeah.
going Charlotte.
I'm gonna go
Head
Jade.
says Charlotte, hot one slash.
Yeah, head says Jade. Heart wants Chelsea or Lash. I think Chelsea as champ, interim champ would be just
Hilarious.
hilarious, but Lash fucking deserves it.
Mm,
So, all right,
either
well,
way,
I'm gonna go Jade. You're gonna go Charlotte Flair here.
yeah,
I bet. And then finally, we come down to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. We know Roman's gonna win.
yeah. Don't care.
Yeah, that's it. Cool. So that was night one of SummerSlam.
Don't care.
I don't care. I genuinely don't care. Listen. I'm gonna go Rollins. I mean Reigns
Yeah.
because that's the story they've been telling. I think it's dumb to have even set this match up,
Yes. It
but
it
it's
should
what
be
it
done
is.
now. It should have been done moons ago. We've
Yeah.
said this several times.
I mean, we said it before. It should have been Brock over night one, and then it should be over Roman night two.
Yes.
But unfortunately, you don't always get what we want.
No, we don't.
So yeah, gonna go Reigns here.
Reigns.
Yeah, overall, night one of SummerSlam was a dub. I really enjoyed it.
Yep. Very
I'm
good.
really looking forward to night two mostly.
Yeah.
Minus the main event, really.
Yeah, I'm actually with that.
Like, I just
Because
don't care about
it's
that at
also
all.
I was thinking like maybe the Danhausen and Dom one, as long as they really as they should be doing, and they have done several times, as long as they really lean in this to the stupidity.
Yeah, but also like I know
Don't overdo it,
I know
but lean into it.
everyone's a big fan of the mini houses. I think it's been done to death already.
We don't need it.
But what you could do, also just to add a wrinkle, is have Dom be a little bit more of a smart heel there,
Yes.
and have like a plan for the mini houses.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know, like I don't know, maybe he brings out his own like small person luchadors or something.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, just to have them fight so they don't become a factor because that's done to death. Lean into the comedy heaven,
Yes.
but not
But don't overdo it.
but also
Lean
like
into it heavy, but don't overdo it.
but also mini houses were funny ones. You can keep doing it, yeah, but it's the law of diminishing returns.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
Actually,
but again, that could have been a throwaway match, but I think if they do it right, it could be very entertaining.
it could be very funny.
I think the ladder match is going to be sick.
Yep.
Obviously, Sammy and
Finn.
Finn could bring the house down. Trick and Baron should be a good match.
Yeah. Penta and
Um,
Chad are gonna
and then
absolutely put on
Penta
a
and Chad are
banger.
going to absolutely blow it up. It's going to be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the main events I'm not interested in like
Yeah.
at
It's just,
all.
hopefully they turn it into something good, but it's just they keep running it back, and it's just
Yeah,
you took out Punk from the Element from last year or whatever it was, but that's fine.
yeah, yeah. It's just
But you did it
yeah,
a year ago,
brother.
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 Let's get haircuts,
Hey,
brother.
brother.
Let's get the same beard, brother. That's still one of the best promos of the year. But anyway, let us know in the comments what you thought about night one of SummerSlam and your predictions for night two.
Yep.
As always, OTG, Ghazi, it's been a pleasure.
Oh, it's been amazing, and we will see you guys for the recap of night two.
Of night two. Always remember to stay too sweet.